Hey guys, welcome back. It's Winslow's Oasis over here. My name is Winslow, and today we're going to be picking the Premier League table. Which team I think is going to finish on which position on the table. And we'll start from the 20th, going up to the first, the champions. And you probably can already guess who I think is going to be the winner of this league again. But anyways, I'm going to make this quick, short. I want to talk about the reasons why I put that team in that certain place. And if you have any disagreements, that's a you problem. Okay. Now, write them in the comment section. Write down your predictions. Actually, write down your predictions, and then we'll see this at the end of the season and see who actually had the best or the closest prediction. But anyways, if you'd like to join my FPL, I'm gonna put the FPL league here, and yeah, just join it. I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm probably gonna win. I always win, so don't cry too much when you come second or third. I don't know whatever number you're gonna come, but first place is my place. But anyways, enjoy it. Okay, so we'll start off in 20th place, and 20th place I have Bournemouth, which I'm gonna put here. Bournemouth, they literally have not made any signings since. They haven't made any signings all summer. Well, not that I've heard at least. And yeah, it's not looking too good for them. Apart from that, they're probably just gonna go back down. Yeah. And in 19th place, I have Fulham. I think Fulham might do pretty well. That's if Mitrovic obviously scores a whole bunch of goals. Yeah, if Mitrovic scores a whole bunch of goals, they could. They're probably still gonna go back down, as they always do every time they come up, and then they go back down again. It's gonna be the same thing. And in 18th place, with this one, I actually have kind of three teams. I have they're gonna be in the relegation battle. These three teams, and I feel like maybe the loser of the relegation battle might be Leeds. I don't know why. I feel like. Yeah, but I feel maybe Leeds. I might say Leeds might come in 18th. They might just not have enough to stay up. And closely, I have Southampton. Honestly, I think maybe Southampton. It might be Southampton, but I'm not sure. I feel like Southampton Southampton are not looking too good, to be honest. Their preseason has been, and they haven't really made any signings that are kind of convincing. Last season they finished it pretty poorly, so yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. And another one that I have in the relegation battle is probably Everton. I probably should put Everton in the 18th, but I would put Everton 18th. But I feel like they might do the same thing they did last season, where they'll just manage to just survive at the end. And Calvert-Lewin is injured. I saw somewhere that he just got a knee injury, so. Yeah, and they lost Richarlison. They haven't yet replaced him. It's not looking too good for them. It's not looking too good for them, if you ask me. And yeah, so those three will be in the relegation battle. I think maybe Leeds might just not have enough to beat the other two guys, but we'll see at the end of the season. And in 5th place, I have put Nottingham Forest. They have made some pretty decent signings, and at the same time, they bought Jesse Lingard. Jesse is actually a really good signing. And what's his name? The left back from Liverpool. William? I forgot his name. Yeah, man. Anyways, I forgot his name. But yeah, they look like they have made some decent signings, and they were really looking good last season. They beat a couple of the Premier League teams in the FA Cup, I think it was. Yeah, and I think they only lost 1-0 to Liverpool in some semi-final, quarter-final, I'm not sure. But they're looking like a really strong team, so I think they might actually be decent. They might finish, 15th? Yep, and the next one I have is Brighton. Brighton have a really good defense, but I don't think they're going to be good enough. They don't score enough for me to put them up higher above the table. They're gonna be defensively well. They're just gonna be in the mid-table there. Yeah, not much more to say about them. Brentford, again, I have on 13th. They looked good last season when they ended, even though Eriksen was actually a big reason why they were looking good. But I think they're still gonna be They're still gonna have a good season even without him. I think formation wise, and their goalkeeper Rhea is actually a really good goalkeeper. His distribution is really good. So when he came back, they were looking much better either way. So I think they might finish somewhere mid-table. I put them on 13th, and then on 12th I've got Wolves. I think Raul Jimenez might actually have a good season again. He did get injured the 2 seasons ago. Last season he was a bit iffy, but I feel like he might come back and actually have a good season. And Adama Traore is back. I think he might actually be a key part to their play. And Johnny also right back. He's a really good wing back also at the same time. So I feel like they're still gonna have a kind of decent season, mid-table there also. Then in 11th place I've got Crystal Palace. in 11th place. They had a really good season last season, and I think they're gonna have another good season. But without Gallagher, they're all still. Oh, Eze is actually there. Eze and Elise, those 2 guys are actually they're looking good. And Zaha looks okay. They might still finish pretty decent place. 11th, mid-table there. Or even higher, not sure. But I've put them 11th. I think they're gonna have a good season like they did last season again. And in 10th place, I put Aston Villa. Ooh. I put Aston Villa. They're looking kind of promising. They're looking kind of good, but Coutinho might actually do something, but I'm not sure. And Leon Bailey, man, I love Leon Bailey. I feel like this season he's actually gonna show what he actually can do. He's gonna be looking really good. So I put them in 10th place. I think they're gonna be a solid 10 somewhere there. And in 9th place, I have Newcastle, who are looking pretty good also. Wilson, if Wilson can manage to stay fit all most of the season or all the season, he's going to bang a lot of goals. And Bruno Guimaraes is a really good signing. He is looking very solid in midfield. And Alan Saint Maximin. Is such a tongue twister. But they have a really good team. They are building a really good squad. Obviously with the cash injection, they are looking quite good. But I feel like they will still finish a good solid 19. I don't know, 9th. Somewhere around there, maybe at best 7th, 8th. I think between 8th and 9th. But I put them at 9th. And in 8th place, I have West Ham. West Ham, I think they're going to have another good season as they did last year. But they might actually have a better season. They are still going to have a good season. Yeah, I put them in 8th. The reason I put them in 8th is because of the other teams that are above them. I think the other teams are going to do better than they might. And I did see they bought a new striker. I'm not too sure about how good he is. So, I don't know. But anyways, I have them in 8th place. And in 7th, I have Leicester. I have Leicester in 7th. Yeah, I have Leicester in 7th. I know last year they didn't do too well. I think they finished, 9th or something like that. But I think this year they are going to do pretty well because they don't have any Europe. So they're going to be kind of focused on the Premier League. And Vardy should be fully fit this year. Even though he's old, but the guy keeps on banging goals. He just keeps on going. Every year I think, he's done. But he just keeps on banging goals. So I think they're going to finish a good 7th. And they just might miss out on the top 6. That's if this next team actually decides to perform. You're probably going to hate me for putting... Nah, you know what? Actually, you can't even hate me for putting this team there. They deserve to be on the bottom of this thing. You guys already know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I was going to put these guys in relegation, but... Hey, I had to be kind of nice to them. I didn't want too many people to be atting me, you know what I'm saying? So, in 6th place, I have Man United. I feel Man United... they still have a bit of work to do. They are looking better than they were looking last season, but without a proper CDM, I feel like they are not gonna. Without a proper CDM, I feel like they're not gonna be able to compete with the other guys. And as long as Maguire is their captain, and if Maguire is playing most of the games, that is not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Yeah, and their new signing at centre back, the other, what's his name, Martinez, I think. Yeah, he looks okay. I feel like they should play him CDM. He might actually be good CDM, and then maybe have Maguire and Varane at centre back. But yeah, I think as long as you have Varane there, it's not going to be a good season for you guys. But anyways, Man United is going to finish 6th, and I have Chelsea at, what is it, 5th. I have Chelsea at 5th. I was going to put them 4th, but I put Chelsea 5th because they struggle to like kind of score a lot of goals, and I feel like they might not score enough goals to actually like not to actually like, I feel like they might not score enough goals, you know what I'm saying, compared to the other teams that I've put in the top 4. So they're not going to be, they might draw quite a few games, and if they don't get a striker, or maybe Kai Havertz might be playing striker, so he might actually score a couple of goals, but I feel like they're not going to score enough. Sterling is going to do well on his own personal thing, but they're not going to do well enough to actually be in the Champions League. But that's also, they might, I think the only reason they might make Champions League if the other two teams I put in the Champions League don't perform to their level. That's the only way they'll probably give up. But with their own performance, I'm not really backing them as for now. Maybe if they make if they make a new striker signing, things might change. Yeah. And in 4th place, I have Arsenal. Arsenal are looking good, bro. They're looking good. They're looking good. Yeah, Arsenal are looking good. They are a downfall the past few seasons, and I think they're finally back and are ready to actually challenge for Champions League. So they might make it. I had between Arsenal and Chelsea, back and forth. I feel like, yeah, between Arsenal and Chelsea, it's a 4th or 5th place between them two. But I feel like maybe Arsenal might just win it because they're actually looking like kind of solid. And with Gabriel Jesus, who has moved, honestly, I love Gabriel. I've always supported him like for a while, and when he was at City, but he just never used to, like, I don't know, maybe the way he plays, but I feel like when his kind of play when it's at Arsenal, it absolutely is working well. I even said that like when it was only still rumors for him moving to Arsenal, I thought it was a really good signing. Yeah, he's gonna do pretty well, so I'm excited to actually watch him play on a personal kind of level. I'm not an Arsenal supporter, but I am a Jesus supporter, so yeah. Yeah, I do like seeing players from my old team actually do well. That's why I also say Sterling is going to do well, Chelsea, what, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, in 3rd place, I think Tottenham are going to be solid for 3rd place. Kane, Son, they're going to do really well. They're just going to be banging goals. And I think Conte is a really good manager. He's going to just solidify the team. The only thing that it's just there is probably they just need to work more on their defense for them to get to the level of Man City and Liverpool, but I feel like they are looking quite good this season, and they're gonna finish on a solid 3rd. Yep. And 2nd place, we are obviously gonna have to give it to Liverpool. But yeah, Liverpool are gonna have a good season, as always. They're gonna have a good season. And Trent is absolutely looking good. I was watching the Community Shield, and that goal that he scored was just unbelievable. Just talking about fantasy for a few seconds. If you don't have Trent in your fantasy team, you're probably going to suffer. If you don't have Salah, you're going to suffer. Them two guys are going to do well. But yeah, I feel like Liverpool are going to do well. But at the end of the day, we're still going to put Man City as champions, because we've got Haaland, ding, Yeah, I feel like Man City are still gonna win it again, cause it's still gonna be a really close fight, to be honest. But I do still feel like we're gonna win it, and obviously I might be biased or I might not be biased. I don't know. Who cares? But Man City's still gonna win it. Grealish is gonna be doing this. I think Grealish is gonna actually show his quality this year. I'm not saying that he was actually worth 100 mil, but like he's gonna show that he's actually like really good, and I feel like he plays better when he actually has a proper out and out striker. So that is gonna be a good link up with Grealish and Haaland. He's gonna score a whole bunch of goals, and yeah, so that is my lineup for the Premier League season. And if you have any not questions, if you have like any, if you don't agree with me in any places, just write down in the comment section. If you agree, whatever team, you know what, just get active in the comment section. And yeah, we'll see you guys at the end of the year and see how well we did. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I will probably be, yeah, anyways, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.